Action.
In the heart of Central India, in the jungles of Central India, lies a quaint little gem, an organic farm belonging to the Dawar family, just on the edge of the Pench National Park.
Like as we are sitting right now under the
Exactly.
chiku tree, is blissful. It's summer outside, but we don't feel anything here.
Absolutely.
That little calf, she was 1 year old, quite big. Right. She was carried away by a tiger.
See, expenditure is a certainty, income no guarantee. Got other incomes from my salary and investments, so I can sustain this farm. If I was to survive on the farm by myself as a farmer, I would be bankrupt.
Keshav Varzi, organic, is a Persian term for organic farming. And today, I'm going to visit an organic farm. Oh, here are some pets. What a warm welcome. The owners are a Parsi couple and they are also around to welcome us, but with a difference. Let's go meet them.
With me today, I have two very special people, Mr. and Mrs. Dawar. They do not come from farming background, yet they have taken their roles as farmers very seriously. This is Mrs. Shenaz Dawar and Mr. Dawar Dawar.
Hi.
And now I'm going to tell you what is so amazing about them. Mrs. Shenaz Dawar is a teacher. She's retired, but she's a teacher. Once a teacher, always a teacher. And Mr. Navroz Dawar has been a bureaucrat working for the government in the offices. Now these two people have left their urban setting behind to set up a farm, a rustic farm, an organic farm in the heart of the jungle territory, the tiger territory.
Kushner, as you have introduced, we have all been in government service, and all alike, my parents have been in government service, my brothers are in service, Shehnaz's family also have been in services. It so happened that in my office, we have one officer by the name of Pathak. So he told me that his father and grandfather own a farm at the edge of Pench forest and they are unable to run it. Would we be interested? Okay. So I said, certainly, then we go over here. Nothing was here. This whole place was in rubbles and it was not at all like a farm. It was shrubs and bushes and brambles and in a very shabby state. We sat under the mogwa tree and as we were discussing, a herd of wild boar ran in front of us. And that was the decision-making factor. I said, we want this. This is a place full of wildlife.
Right.
Later on, we came to realize that they were a pest, but anyway, they introduced us to the farm.
They motivated you to get into
Correct,
this.
because we were more interested to be close to the wildlife.
Right.
इनके बाप दादाओं की ये जमीन है।
And the spirit.
हाँ, और यहाँ पे 400 एकड़ जमीन इनके माली की थी। ये लोग यहाँ पे पूरे क्या बोलते थे प्रकार मालगुजारी लोग थे। And then as we started, at that time we had no water, no electricity, no servants, no farmers. Shehnaz, myself and our two young children.
Can I say what a challenge?
So it was a challenge. It was a big challenge in every way. We knew nothing about farming. Once or twice we made a plantation of 1,000 trees in 2 years. They all died. And we had a very bad experience because water was not abundantly available.
Right.
Then we had a very spiritual encounter as to how we got water, which Shehnaz will tell you subsequently.
Right.
And that's a very interesting story by itself. Once we got water, then we got electricity, and then we started having some serious farming. We hired consultants to study the soil, what it would be good for, etc. And
So basically you went into scientific farming once you realize that how serious this business
Only
really
after we
is?
got water and electricity were we able to really go into it. Part is attached to the axle of the tractor, and when this rotates, those blades below they also rotate. Then that is for the seed planting. Then those wheels there are for paddy, nagar, bakkar, all. And as money was always a constraint with us being in service, we developed this in phases as and when we would get some money.
It took us 3 to 4 years to level the ground, to clear the bushes, the trees,
The jungle
whatever,
space,
the jungle space, to make it conducive for farming.
Right.
And that time JCBs were not available. It was all done by hand 30 years back. Now clearing this area would have been a child's play.
Right. So that was a challenge. See, we don't
It was
realize.
more of an adventure for us.
Okay.
यहाँ जंगल भी इतना अच्छा बना है तो यहाँ पर पहले इसमें फॉरेस्ट निकाले ये लेवल की लेवल थी छोटा भी रखा था उसे बंदी बंदी हुए इधर नहीं थी तो धीरे धीरे इतना पुलिस आ गई पूरा अपन लेवल कर दी सब लेवल बड़ा बड़ा कर दी पूरा नया बगीचा बनाया सब स्कीम लाया
We decided that we will buy this property. और आज के दिन और जब से हमने लिए पाठक साहब ये हमारे जमीन संभाल रहे हैं और वो हमारे एस्टेट मैनेजर है और यहाँ की जमीन और बाकी की जमीन कंसल्टेंसी बेसिस पे क्या कम लगाना ऐसा करना बीमारी क्या एवरीथिंग.
How often did you have to come here to look into all this?
That one time when we had nothing here, I used to at least come every day in the mornings and then go to office. I used to leave home at 6.
And
finish
how
the work
far is
here,
your office from here? Almost
1 hour 10 minutes away.
My God.
And then rush to the office, do the day's work, come back here. Because that time we had needed to be hands-on. And way back in 1998, they gave us a bill of 20,000 rupees to
My God.
survey the water all over the farm. And they gave us a report that there is no trace of water on the farm.
Just to say that they took so much money.
Yeah. And we were most disappointed that all this love and hard work that we have done is going to go waste.
This big well has an interesting story behind it. I want to hear
Ma'am,
it.
I would like to hear how you found water in this place because there's an anecdote that is attached, a very interesting anecdote.
So we bought this other piece of land later on from Mr. Pathak, about 2 acres or so. And at that point of time, we also wanted to make a well on our own plot because that earlier bore well was on Shiraz's plot.
Right.
So we wanted to strike water here and become independent. So I took Navalankal around. This was all wasteland, that side.
Right.
I took Navalankal around and asked him if he could,
Sense.
sense where the water is. Being blind, he had a stick with him. And first thing outside the gate, he stopped. He tapped his stick and there's water here, he said. So I said, fine. Then I took him in a zigzag way all over the farm. What about here? No. What about here? No. 10 feet this side, 20 feet this side, everywhere, all over the plot. No, no, no. He didn't know that I was bringing him back to that same spot. As soon as he came to that spot,
Again,
again,
so
there
he
was water here,
was
boss.
very certain.
Very, very. It happened not once or twice, 3, 4 times all over the farm and back to that same place, and he would say there's water here. That is how we got this big well.
Really a divine intervention.
Can you hear these sounds? There are jungle calls all around this place. Continuously there are calls. It's the animals who talk here. That makes me come to the next question. What are your experiences with the wildlife?
Deer and wild boar and
Regular
nilgai
visitors.
were regular visitors and they would destroy everything that was planted. So after this natural fence took hold, the deer and other things, they stopped coming. And then we realized that as we are going to be absentee landlords, we will not be here full time, we decided to have a fruit orchard rather than a farm as such. So therefore we planted about 50 mango trees, 900 orange trees, 10-15 chiku trees. And then for farming, we did haldi farming. So haldi is a nice commercial crop and as it is underground, no pest, no animal wants to destroy it or eat it. then we have a kitchen garden.
Right. Your haldi is of a very special variety.
Yes.
In fact, I think I also survived on it during the COVID times.
Our haldi, we recommend to people not to use it as a masala in food, but to have it as medicine,
Right.
because its curcumin count is very high.
That's how inspiring actually it is to deal with nature. You know, you get involved. Many people do that. But a lot of urban people miss out on this experience.
Oh yes.
So your children also had that experience while growing up.
See, every tree that we have planted, it becomes like a part of the family.
Right.
And you love to see its growth, its progress, and the minute you see the leaves are falling off season or the patches are approach, we visit a tree doctor, attend to it immediately.
Correct.
So whenever we come here, the fruit orchard takes care of itself. Our visits here are basically to see the health of the trees.
Right.
And the peace and contentment that you get sitting under the trees, like as we are sitting right now under the
Exactly.
chiku tree, is blissful. It's summer outside, but we don't feel anything here.
Absolutely.
It's time for some fun. There is a wide variety of fruits and vegetables here, all organic. I'm now picking fruits with the farmers. We will talk to them a little later, but now it's time to eat fresh mangoes. Yum! Mango.
Basic challenge which I have faced is like, by the grace of God, I have got other income from my salary and investments, so I can sustain this farm. If I was to survive on the farm by myself as a farmer, I would be bankrupt.
So farm
The
produce
farming,
will not get
like
you.
let me give you a simple example. If I sell an orange at my farm, it goes at 1 rupee an orange and it is sold at 10 rupees an orange. And I get only 2 crops in a year. Whereas I have an expenditure on labor, and as it is an organic farm, getting organic manure, organic medicine is more difficult and more costly than the ordinary chemical medicine. And being an organic farm, the yield is less because the trees don't get that
It's a natural
artificial
growth.
nourishment. It's a natural growth, natural. So inputs are more, outputs are less, and we do not get the benefit of organic market.
Yet you took up organic farming?
Yes,
For the
because
love of it.
because we ultimately decided that these products will be shared between friends and family.
Right.
And our marketing network today also depends entirely on friends and family because we have a WhatsApp group. And later in the day, we are going to do our packing of mangoes and chikus. And I already got the orders. We will be dispatching them by evening. So we found this marketing to be much better than the normal marketings
Correct.
channels.
You are actually selling it to people who value the
Who
product.
value the product, and we make sure that it is at a price less than the market price because ultimately it's going to our friends and family.
Truly, these are fruits of hard work, well deserved. Now let's talk about livestock.
You have cows, right?
We had a Jersey cow once, and we used to tie it up under this tree.
Right.
And till then, we noticed that we didn't get many chikus on these trees.
Right.
But that Jersey cow, because it needed special care and attention, it used to be kept under this tree. And its urine somehow
Was beneficial.
benefited the tree so much that first year, the kind of chiku crop
Bumper
we got,
crop.
they were sweet and so big. We were amazed. And thereafter, every year, then we made it a point to put in organic manure.
Actually, organic. And you also had Dharmai,
Yeah. That little calf, she was 1 year old, quite big.
right.
She was carried away by a tiger.
You
Defied
also
that this
had
was a
tiger pugmarks on the farm sometimes.
Oh yeah, many times. Many times, yeah.
And I believe that you also have snakes sometimes on the farm.
All the time.
That's part and parcel of having a farm. Yeah.
Let's say, put it this way, the snakes have us on their farm.
Future of
And
farming.
monkey menace. Oh.
Because you are
So some of these trees we have got only for monkeys. The guavas, we never get guavas. They're only for the monkeys.
Expenditure is a certainty, income no guarantee.
Who are the people who work on this farm?
So we have a family now staying here, husband and wife. Sometimes their children, grandchildren come over.
हाँ तो आप यहाँ पे 5 साल से रह रहे हैं ये है प्रकाश जी, ये है जयवंती जी। प्रकाश जी जब बाहर गए थे तो जयवंती जी ने टाइगर को देखा, डर नहीं लगा? बाप रे, शेरनी है। अच्छा, बंदर आते, और कौन सा जानवर आता है इधर?
चीता है, सुंदर है, जो इधर आती है।
हाँ, क्या सांप भी देखा क्या? सांप आते हैं?
हाँ, सांप तो आते हैं,
घर के अंदर तो नहीं आते?
नहीं घर के अंदर।
That out there is the shed of the farmer. He lives there.
और यहाँ पे बारिश में क्या उगाते हैं?
बात सब्जी भाजी लगती है।
सब्जी भाजी? अच्छा,
इसमें तोड़ लगाना।
लगा तूर दाल?
हाँ, तोड़ लगाना।
अरे वाह, तो आप लगाएंगे? आपको सब समझता होगा ना खेत पे
जी,
अपना?
जी।
आप कौन से गांव से हैं?
सिवनी जिला से जी, राजा बर्रा से।
इधर से?
सिवनी जिला से, गोपालगंज से अंदर जाओ, चक्की कुमारी।
अच्छा, बहुत अंदर है, जंगल में है क्या गाँव?
हाँ, गाँव में जंगल पे।
अच्छा, कभी घूमने आएंगे हम भी, आप घुमाना अपना गाँव,
जी जी
तब हम आपके यहाँ खाना भी खाएंगे।
जी जी जी।
हाँ?
Here are Prakash and Jayvanti. They are very hardworking. They are farmers. Their life begins early. Their day starts at dawn. And they keep working till late in the evening after sunset.
And they have their challenges staying on the farm and working on it. But by and large, it works.
And we get gangs of daily wages for fertilizers, for cutting, for harvesting.
Clearing up the
About
land.
6-7 times a year. And one of the conditions which Mr. Pathak Senior put onto us is that give employment to the workers of this area. Don't build a resort as a holiday place, and I want you to do farming. This land should produce goods. That was one
And
of
you kept
his-
your promise
And
all
so far
these
I have
years.
been able to keep it.
All these years. मैंने सुना है कि आपके फादर ने मिस्टर लावर से एक प्रॉमिस लिया था, तो आप
मैंने
बताइए।
बोला था कि भाई खेत तो आपको मैं दे रहा हूँ, लेकिन कभी रखने नहीं, हर साल उसको पकाने का, मैं रखने में। तो मैंने आज तक वो खेत को हरा भरा रखा है, आज तक।
आपकी हेल्प से।
वापस ऑफिस में रहते तो वापस से आना है, जाना है, जब बोलो तब करने का है। तो करते करते 30 साल हो गए साथ में।
ये इको फ्रेंडली जो इसका है, यही हाईलाइट।
एक भी प्लास्टिक का टुकड़ा किसी को भी
नहीं।
बताओ।
प्लास्टिक का उपयोग ही नहीं,
बिल्कुल, प्लास्टिक का भी उपयोग नहीं और कुछ भी आर्टिफिशियल चीज का उपयोग नहीं है।
रासायनिक खाद कुछ भी नहीं।
The rare things about this farm is that they've actually planted teak trees to turn it into a proper teak forest.
The government scheme of green growth, green gold, equity, and everyone was selling teak plantations to get wealth. So we realized that the periphery of our farm, which is adjacent to the forest, why don't we fill it up with teak trees? So we planted 2,000 teak saplings.
Okay.
Now out of those 2,000, about 1,000 are alive and they have grown quite well. And originally we had thought that we will use it to cut it and sell it, but now the trees look so beautiful that we have no heart to cut it and sell it. We will keep it as it is on our property.
So you
The farm has been divided into many parts. First we saw the vegetable spot, then we saw the Israeli pattern orange plant and the old orange plantation, mango plantation. This is the second border of our farm. And this outside which you see is our property, and we have grown teak as wild, as a buffer zone between the forest and our farm. The trees are so beautiful, we have no heart to cut them and sell them. Though they are plantation and we can do it.
Mrs. Shehnaz Dawar, apart from being a teacher, is a wonderful cook, and I can vouch for it. I have eaten some of those delicacies with a lot of relish. So, especially the curry chawal, and she's put curry patta from the farm. So, I want to know more about that. What are the things that you've used from the farm to create some
We
delicacies?
grow all kinds of vegetables depending on the season, from ladies' fingers, your bhindi, lauki, all kinds of gourds, even our spinach and coriander, even our onions, potatoes, you name it, we have grown it. Green
Farm
peas,
fresh vegetables.
yeah.
On the
Depending
table.
on the season, we grow. We've even grown peanuts. We have done that also once. We've experimented with all kinds of things, and of course our rice and dal and wheat, we consume that only. So our staples as well as our vegetables mostly come from the farm.
It is very difficult to believe that in the heart of jungle, you can find traditional methods being used, but also modern techniques being added to enhance the produce. So not only are the things done scientifically, but they are also done in an environmentally friendly way, so as to keep everything alive as far as possible. So I would like to know what modern techniques you've used and what blend you've used from the old traditional methods.
3 acres, we did a normal plantation of orange trees and normal plantation of mango trees. And in between, we used to take inter-harvest. So after the trees became big, that was not possible. And from Hyderabad, my daughter has sent 2 plants of Himayat, which is a very favored mango. It's growing well here. This is orange plantation, the old. The average lifespan of an orange tree is 25 years. Construction. And Nava Santara news oranges had come and the monkey jumped on it and broken this branch. And at that time the drip irrigations had not come into the picture. Then we bought a 2.5-acre plot behind, which was attached to our farm, and there we did Israeli type of farming. Israeli type of farming means the level ground is dug up into troughs and mountains like in this form. So on top of the peaks, you plant the trees, and the valley which is created in between, you can put alternate crops like wheat and rice or anything else, small grains, dal, tuar. And the trees are fed by a single straight line of drip irrigation, which we give from both our pumps. Alternately, we can give drip irrigation to them. So the water falls at the roots of the trees, then goes down in the soil, gets into the valley, and that water gives water to the crops also. So the little value addition is done.
So you save water that.
So not only we save water, we utilize the water.
Completely. All the resources are used.
And there is no flooding of water at the roots of the orange trees.
It would harm them.
Which normally the rot, orange trees suffer from a rot. And that rot is due to water accumulation. That has been prevented. So that is some of the modern techniques, water saving. And micronutrients we can supply through the drip irrigation. And this is the filter from which all the pebbles and other things are removed. You can also add micronutrients here. Then from here it is distributed to that channel, and there are 4 valves.
तो आपने इनसे क्या सीखा?
ऐसा होना चाहिए, सबसे पहले काम ऐसा रहना चाहिए।
Okay.
लोग ऐसे शादी से करते अगर किसी का अपने आप से बुरा ना हो रहना चाहिए, शादी में बोला किसी का ही नहीं अपने आप से। हम भी चाहते कि भाई जो भी है ज़्यादा गरीब से गरीब लोगों को मिलता है।
Everyone on the farm is here for picking jamuns. Jamuns are good for health, but they only come in summers. Oh dear, they're falling on my head. These farmers are very colorful. Let's talk about their eccentricity.
You were saying something about the people who work for you and the little eccentricities which are very cute.
Oh, this couple that we have just now, they have come from the back of beyond, some interior forest. And when they first came here, imagine they were surprised to see a fridge. They'd never seen a fridge, something, they'd never seen a cupboard. They love to drink. It's in their DNA to drink in the evenings. And when they get drunk, they're
fun.
They create havoc. They even climb up on trees. Sometimes when we come during the daytime and they are drunk, we have to take some strict action against them. But
It's harmless.
actually, yeah, harmless. And this lady, though, she climbs up trees and starts singing and all
Oh,
that.
what a colorful personality. This is their way of dancing in a disc.
Their way of celebrating.
so hard.
Actually, they are alone here for miles around.
Right.
They don't have any immediate neighbors, someone to interact with, nothing.
And here, the dogs make you feel very warm, comfortable. What a welcome they give you every time they see you. The real charm of this organic farm lies in its rustic beauty. It's neat, it's comfortable, not luxurious, but just perfect if you want to experience the jungle vibe. What are the advantages of owning this beautiful farm?
I'll tell you very clearly. Just a month back, we wanted to go to a resort. and spend some time. We went to a beautiful resort which had all the luxuries, and we paid a rent of about 29,000 rupees for the night.
Wow.
Next week we came and stayed in our own farm, and we realized that we have been saving 29,000 rupees every week by living in this farm.
And that's quite an amount.
And the organic vegetables and all that we consume. Over the years, we have grown our own rice, our own wheat, dal. So certain staples
See, the
and
wealth-
vegetables.
Wealth is intangible. It can't be quantified.
Correct.
Yeah.
So intangible
The
wealth and the joy that we have got while we come here every
All
time.
those years you've enjoyed this life, getting away from the cities, the noise and everything.
Definitely. Like when you see your children becoming big and becoming earning members, when you see the trees producing and giving us some market produce, it's equal joy.
Mr. Dawar has been a hands-on farmer, overseeing all aspects of farming on this organic farm. The Dawars have been putting in their money, time, and emotions in this organic farm for the last 30 years. And it's now time for the curtains to come down as they have decided to sell their farm. Oh, I see. Mrs. Dawar has turned emotional.
We may not be able to continue for long because we are aging and our children are not interested in this. We will give it and sell it, to someone who will take as good care of it as we do.
And maybe take it forward in the same way
Yes.
when future developments come about and you must take that promise from him as well.
I should.
One thing more, that's it.